Akhilesh attacks Kathawachaks and Dhirendra Shastri. Tejasvi says he will throw the Waqf bill in the dustbin. Attack Sanatan, defend Waqf. Indie strategy, debating tonight at 9 p.m.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Thank you for joining us on This Is Exclusive. It's 7 p.m. and we're getting you the inside details of the investigation into actor Shefali Jariwala death investigation. There are some details coming out, many questions being raised. All of that in the next 30 minutes. Here are the headlines. Investigation continues. In the next few hours, we will know what really killed Shefali Jariwala. Focus on the anti-aging angle. The police, which began looking into the poisoning angle, ruling that out for now, saying that there could be no foul play, but they're looking more into the beauty shots angle. What caused the low BP, the BP dip, the blood pressure dip for actor Shefali Jariwala? One of the angles being focused by the police in Mumbai. In the next 24 hours, the truth about what really killed Shefali Jariwala will be out. For some reason, the full truth is not out yet. And This Is Exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting you some details as part of the investigation being carried out by the Mumbai Police into the mystery death of Shefali Jariwala, who died at the age of 42. Now, that story continues to unfold. I have the first breaking news update. Let me go across straight to that. Sources have told the public that the post-mortem report is likely to be released tomorrow. We have picked up some inside details of the investigation, and in the course of the next 5 to 10 minutes, we will get into every angle of what we know so far and what the police is investigating and what could have killed Shefali Jariwala, or at least the direction this investigation is going in. Now, we are hearing that the police initially probed a possible poisoning angle, but that was ruled out much later. And they have focused more on the beauty shots, the injections, the anti-aging injections. They're looking more into the sequence of events, what happened in the 24 to 48 hours before her death. What killed Shefali? That's the focus. A post-mortem report will be released in the next 24 hours. The 1st of July, which is tomorrow, is when we are expecting that. The autopsy of the actor was conducted at Mumbai's Cooper Hospital. Let me go across to Sandeep, who's joining us with the details. A post-mortem video has also been recorded along with a team of 5 doctors, which is sometimes a standard procedure in high-profile cases. The police are investigating, or rather were investigating. I don't think that's a possible angle now, isn't it, Sandeep? Is that an angle still being probed, or is that ruled out?
See, as far as this investigation, or as you mentioned, that the standard procedures are being, in fact, being followed right now by the Mumbai Police, and they are not in a position to take any kind of risk, considering as it is a very high-profile case. And at this point in time, At this point in time, we've been in fact told by the sources that in the Shefali Jariwala case, the proper videography of the events have been, in fact, the post-mortem has been done. Not only that, police has also recovered glutathione vials from the residence of Shefali Jariwala, and also anti-aging tablets have also been in fact recovered or seized by Mumbai Police. So as of now, Mumbai Police have not in fact found any kind of foul play, but they are not in fact giving a clean sheet or ruling out any possibility of foul play, but they are currently inquiring in this very matter, and they are waiting for the final post-mortem report that will be in fact be out by tomorrow. And the cause of death is initially being said it is cardiac arrest, but the final post-mortem report will be out tomorrow, Niranjan.
Okay. Stay with me because I'm getting in the second angle right now. There is another interesting angle that is being investigated in the Shefali Jariwala death case. Sources in the Mumbai Police now revealing that she was on a long-term regimen of anti-aging injections, including glutathione. And on the day of her death, Shefali reportedly took another injection after fasting for a religious ritual and collapsed just hours later. And as the police and forensic teams dig deeper, vials of skin-enhancing medications, antacids, also seized from her residence, hearing that glutathione injections were taken just hours before her death. And we have details of that. She was on, was this prescribed to her? Do we have details of what happened in the 24 to 48 hours? If you can take us through this part of the breaking, Sandeep, of what we know of the last 24 to 48 hours before she died.
See, definitely she was taking the treatment of anti-aging. So definitely the medicines that she was in fact consuming were prescribed by the doctor or someone who was treating her for the anti-aging process. But at this point in time, it will be the Mumbai Police to confirm with the fact that who was the in fact doctor who had suggested her to consume that, and not only that, whether she had followed the routine before taking those in fact vials or medicines. It is very important to underline the fact that her blood pressure initially got down after consuming the medicines, or we can say taking the vials. Her blood pressure gone down, and initially it cannot go up, or this is what is being claimed by our sources in Mumbai Police. And as the blood pressure went down, she failed to in fact recover, and ultimately she got the cardiac arrest, and following which she was in fact taken to the hospital where she was declared dead. So definitely there are multiple angles that are being inquired by Mumbai Police. So far Mumbai Police has not come to any kind of conclusion in this very case, but yes, they are checking all the facts of the details.
Okay. And as we dug deeper, we also found out that, and that's the next part of the breaking news update on this, is exclusive details emerging. While she was on this anti-aging supplements regime, she did not have any consultation. She was taking it on her own. It was not prescribed to her. She took them on her own, is what police sources are saying. That a family member revealed during questioning that Shefali regularly took beauty supplements as part of her wellness routine, and that was without any
setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
RG Kar rerun in Kolkata. Mamta still silent. From Sandesh Khali to Calcutta Law College, no change. How long will Mamta government allow this? Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
From your smartphones to your smart television, trending stories are breaking the internet. Anti-aging injections are the hype, be it Bollywood or elsewhere. But exactly how safe are these? Meanwhile, DMK government in Tamil Nadu is facing flack over a 8-year-old temple guard who had been allegedly tortured in police custody, after which he succumbed to his injuries. Not just this, we are tracking another story from the same state where a newly-wed bride has committed suicide after being allegedly harassed for dowry, and the details are heart-wrenching. Meanwhile, from the world of sports, MS Dhoni has registered his iconic nickname of Captain Cool as a trademark. On the other side of the world, Beyonce had a very close call with a flying car prop in the middle of the show. We will get you the dramatic visual. We have this and a lot more on Trending Today with me, Tanisha Vasti. The recent death of actress Shefali Jariwala has put a spotlight on the growing concerns surrounding anti-aging injections. While these treatments have gained a lot of popularity for their promise of a youthful glow, medical experts are sounding the alarm on their potential risk. Remember viewers, it was on 10th and 11th p.m. around that time on June 27 when Shefali collapsed at her home. She fell unconscious and was rushed to the hospital immediately, where she was declared dead upon arrival. Doctors at Cooper Hospital who conducted her autopsy have reserved their opinion pending forensic analysis, prompting the police to register an accidental death report, that is the ADR. Now, as per the findings from the initial medical examinations, Shefali's death is said to have been due to low blood pressure, cardiac arrest, and heavy gastric condition. Her body was later shifted from the post-mortem, which was conducted at Cooper Hospital and was recorded on video. What has now gripped social media, ladies and gentlemen, is a resurfaced video of reality TV star Paras Chhabra, who months ago had predicted a sudden death for Shefali during a Kundli reading on his podcast. Shefali had then revealed in the same interview that she had suffered from epilepsy as a teenager but had been seizure-free for over 20 years. Post to Shefali's death, Paras Chhabra has shared an emotional video of the late actress Shefali Jariwala from last year's Ganpati celebration at her home. Now, Paras Chhabra, visibly emotional, wrote, "Agla saal ab kabhi nahi aayega."
देखिए आपके 8th हाउस में चंद्र और केतु और बुध ये 3 बैठे हुए हैं। तो चंद्र और केतु का जो कॉम्बिनेशन होता है वो सबसे बुरा होता है। मतलब चंद्र क्या है? मन। केतु क्या है? केतु के पास शरीर नहीं है, उसके पास बॉडी है। ठीक है, तो वो दोनों जब एक साथ बैठते हैं ना, तो ये सबसे गंदा कॉम्बिनेशन है। और 8th हाउस इज फॉर लॉस, सडन डेथ, फेम ऑल्सो, छुपी हुई चीजें, तांत्रिक चीजें। ठीक है, तो आपका चंद्र और केतु का तो बुरा है ही, प्लस साथ में बैठ गया बुध। चंद्र और बुध की बिल्कुल भी एक साथ नहीं बनती। अगर चंद्र बुध आमने सामने भी बैठ जाते हैं तो भी वो बहुत ज्यादा एंजाइटी कराते हैं, लेकिन अगर एक साथ बैठ जाएं तो वो बहुत ज्यादा न्यूरोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम दे देते हैं।
Now to talk to us about what are the anti-aging side effects due to which that could have been a possible reason of the untimely demise of Shefali Jariwala, I have with me Dr. Dipali Bhardwaj. She is a senior consultant at dermatology at the Max Healthcare Hospital. Thank you very much, doctor, for speaking to us. Now, there are reports which claim that Shefali Jariwala used to take glutathione along with vitamin C, but these are medicines and these are drugs that are usually not responsible for an untimely demise of a person, and all of these, as I read, is used to boost the immunity system. So what do you think are the anti-aging pills that Shefali used to take could be one of the reason why she had a cardiac arrest, why she had a low BP, and that suddenly led to her untimely demise?
Yeah. It's sad. And of course, it's now becoming the new common where we are seeing youngsters who look, completely fit, passing away suddenly. We cannot ignore that this rise has also been only after COVID infections and COVID pandemic. Number one. Number two, the point I want to say is anti-aging is basically a multi-pronged approach. Glutathione is the world's best known antioxidant. It is given for cancer patients so as to reduce the side effects of chemotactic agents, the chemotherapy agents.
Right.
And the side effect of it is skin whitening and skin glow. It is not the main effect. So it is very, very good for health, and it cannot be fatal unless and until the product is counterfeit. The product is fake. It's not being injected in the right dosage, which can also hamper, which I feel the Indian government is high time should take action if, this is the fact, because I see a lot of grey market fake products in the market, but I don't think our Bollywood would actually fall prey to it. But yes, again, we must not ignore there are a lot of wellness centers where there is no doctor, and these wellness centers are generally run by business houses, so they may not even be guided correctly and maybe buying it only for better business. So that is one thing which needs to be checked. The world's number one anti-aging known factor currently, which is doing up the rounds with Barrick Johnson, etc., and Professor Sinclair in the US, is something called NAD, NAD drips. The NAD drips are being imported by certain people who can afford in India, but the ones in the market are generally fake. I, as a doctor, have had experience about a decade ago with NAD because that is very prominent in US. And in fact, even Elon Musk has his own brand of NAD supplements, which are doing very well last 7-8 years. But that is truly an anti-aging tablet, and NMNs and Barbicans we talk about. So those are anti-aging supplements which do not increase and do any kind of side effect. Again, if you're fasting or you're water fasting or you're intermittent fasting more than 16 hours, you cannot just take the supplement. You have to eat something and then take the supplement. Right. These are the basic facts and yarns, which of course only a doctor can give, not a wellness expert or a cosmetologist. I really don't think, again, dear, that this could have been a fault of the Bollywood star, because she was so caring about herself, and she's so fit, beautiful, and such an unfortunate loss for the family. So absolutely. I don't know what went wrong really for her. We may never know. But for others who are viewing this, please take this with a caution. Be alert and do not visit quacks. Try to do a consultation with a doctor if you're so keen for anti-aging, living long and living healthy. That's very important.
Right. Dr. Dipali, there were also reports that claimed that just a day before her death, she had kept a satyanarayan pooja at her house, because of which she fasted. And then after which is when she took the food, when she consumed food and she had her medicine, that's when her BP dropped automatically, which led to the cardiac arrest. So are you trying to say that anti-aging medications are not bad when taken in a prescribed amount, when taken under doctor's supervision? Or are you suggesting the viewers to maybe completely avoid the anti-aging process unless it's completely necessary for a person to go through it?
I would say it has to be strictly under medical supervision. Right. Besides, the product quality also has to be very good. So basically, it's only something which the rich can afford. Everybody cannot afford those kind of supplements, clearly. Absolutely. Anti-aging is not just a supplement-based thing. Everybody can do it. Basic anti-aging is applying a sunscreen, doing some sort of cardio every day, and eating green vegetables and different color of fruits or vegetables every day. These are the 3 anti-aging nuskas which everybody can do. Okay, so it's not that it's only for the rich, but if you're going for supplements, you have to go for the top quality. You have to do it under medical supervision. You have to discuss with your doctor that maybe you're fasting for 30 hours, because a lot of Bollywood and a lot of people who are in the race of looking good, they literally don't eat for more than 2 or 3 hours in a day. So, their body system will work very differently. So their supplement hours and timings has to be done very differently. Dosage has to be very different for them.
Absolutely. Dr. Bhardwaj, again, thank you very much for speaking to Republic. A very insightful session, in fact, with you. We look forward to having you more with us again when we discuss about this topic. But for now, thank you very much for speaking to us. Moving on, a 28-year-old temple guard from Shivaganga district, Ajit Kumar, has died under suspicious circumstances while in police custody. Allegations of torture have surfaced and 6 police officials have now been suspended. The incident has sparked outrage across political lines and demands for justice are growing louder. Now, Ajit was reportedly detained for questioning in connection with a theft from a devotee's car. However, within hours of being taken into custody, he was found dead. His family claims he was brutally tortured inside the station, alleging the use of plastic pipes, iron rods, and even chili powder during the interrogation. Crucial evidence, they say, was removed from the scene in a cover-up attempt. The incident has turned into a huge political flashpoint. It is the AIADMK spokesperson Kovai Satyan who lashed out at the DMK government, calling Ajit's death the 25th custodial murder since the DMK assumed office.
Not a custodial death, it is a custodial murder committed by the police force themselves. And this is the 25th murder under this DMK, MK Stalin's rule. And many of this goes unnoticed with an eyewash investigation. However, what has happened is police force have gone to the extent of calling the parents and threatening them, and the DMK members with the DMK flag vehicle trying to take away his brother, who gave a statement that police made them to kneel down and they beat them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the larger question remains, will this case be any different, or will Ajit Kumar's death become yet another statistic in a growing list of custodial tragedies in the state of Tamil Nadu? Moving to our next segment, half of the plate, and straight to your screens, our next segment is Hot Trends. In a video that has been making rounds of a county match in England, a county championship match at Tunaturn's Cooper Associates County Ground was briefly halted due to an unexpected invasion. A flock of seagulls took over the field. For the first time in history, India clinches the Best Pistol Shooter title at the World Military Shooting Championship. Kudos to Omkar Singh of the Indian Navy for this proud moment. This honour marks India's first ever medal at the event held at Norway. Meanwhile, Axim star Shubhanshu Shukla's selfie from space has captured hearts with a viral space selfie alongside Hungarian crewmate. The snap comes from Cupola module, known for its panoramic views of Earth and the space. A sudden rise in waterfall current nearly caused a tragedy in Bihar's Gaya district. 6 girls narrowly avoided death after getting caught in an unexpected surge of water at Languria Hill waterfall. All the girls were then rescued just in time by the locals and the authorities. In a major push to boost Northeast's development and connectivity, the 51.38-kilometer Birabi-Sairang railway line that includes 48 tunnels and multiple bridges in Mizoram. The project was sanctioned in 2008 and 2009 and is all set for inauguration. A terrifying video showing Batik Air Boeing 737 has been making rounds on social media. The flight is seen losing control due to gushing wind that led to an imbalance of the aircraft to its right side while landing. And it's good news for all the Hera Fairy fans. Veteran actor Paresh Rawal has officially confirmed his return to Hera Fairy 3. The actor revealed in a podcast with Himanshu Mehta that all issues have been resolved and the original cast is reuniting for the third installment. In an interesting turn of events, India's former captain MS Dhoni has filed a trademark on his renowned nickname Captain Cool that defined an era of calm and composed leadership. A frightening video of Beyonce has now gone viral from her Houston concert as her prop, a flying car, suddenly tilted mid-show. The technical crew acted immediately and saved the star from a major accident. In Tamil Nadu, when 27-year-old Ridhaya got married this April, her family gave a dowry of 800 grams of gold jewellery and a Volvo car worth rupees 70 lakhs. But that wasn't enough for the groom's family. They demanded more, tortured her, ultimately driving the bride to suicide. She allegedly couldn't handle the mental torture inflicted on her by her husband and in-laws. So on Sunday, she left the house on pretext of going to a temple, then stopped the car midway. She consumed fumigant pesticide tablets, ending her life. The police later found her with foam in her mouth. Joining me on this bulletin with more inputs is our Tamil Nadu correspondent, Sharda. Sharda, a really unfortunate case that has come to light from Tamil Nadu. What more details are you picking up as far as the story is concerned? Has any action been taken on the groom and his family yet?
Well, this particular suicide happened in Tirupur, which is on the western part of Tamil Nadu. What we have been hearing from the police is that the groom, Kevin, and his pet, following which the police have now taken action on the entire family, stating that they were harassing the girl sexually, physically, and emotionally. However, the girl's father explains, speaking to the media, that multiple times she complained over the harassment that they made, but later came back home to fetch her, stating that they would not continue the harassment and they would not ask for more money. However, the mistake lies on both the families, as the first family asked for the dowry and the girl's family agreed to pay the amount as well, so which the police said that they would also be taking action against the father and the mother of the daughter who agreed to pay dowry, because under law it is not right to pay for the dowry, and that's the reason that the police wants to take an action against this. Many more updates are to be coming in the days, because the station that's been taking over the case has revealed that the girl had consumed poison for suicide and had even recorded messages to her father saying that she'll be losing her life just because the groom's family has been torturing her for so many days. And it was just in April that she got married. And what you have to notice here is that the groom's family comes from the political background, where the grandfather of the groom seems to be the former Congress president. Also, the girl's father is part of the local regional party, which is the Hindu Dravid local Kachi, and which made a lot of noise during the wedding in April, as they had a very grand wedding which costed about 2.5 crores.
Right. Shada, one quick question before I let you go. Like you were pointing out how the daughter had time and again raised an alarm to her parents, raised an SOS call to her parents that she is being tortured, be it mentally or physically. How did the parents react then? Did they not respond to their daughter's SOS call?
Well, the girl's mother, speaking to Republic exclusively on a phone call, stated that when the daughter came back to them crying about the issues, as elders, they just tried to solve.
Right. Shada, thank you very much for sharing us those details, tracking that story very, very closely. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, we come to the end of this segment of Trending Today. But don't go anywhere, because coming up next after the break is the debate with Arnab. Thank you for watching Trending.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho Befikar.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
विमल में गुलिस्तां की ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की इस जुबान में खुद को ऐसा डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं ना? विमल, बोलो जुबां केसरी।
מי שלא ראה שדה קרב שיראה אותו עכשיו. בוא. בוא אחי. שמאלה, שמאלה, שמאלה. סע, ישר, ישר. ישר. ישר.
The IDF, of course, has been operating in Gaza in increasingly intense stages, trying to gain control over Gaza, trying to degrade Hamas and its leadership. Since the beginning of Israel's retaliation against Hamas and its leadership in Gaza following the October 7th attack, Israel has gone after, of course, senior Hamas leadership, masterminds, planners, or executors or participants in the October 7th attack. And this was another senior Hamas leader who was found and neutralized by Israeli forces. At this point, virtually all of their military leadership in Gaza has been taken out. And this is part of a greater strategy by the IDF to bring Hamas under enough pressure to the point where it accepts Israel's demands to end this war. And that is for Hamas leadership to surrender.
इस व्यक्ति के खिलाफ 2013 से लेकर के 2011 से 4 केस रजिस्टर हो चुके हैं। ऐसे आदमी को लॉ कॉलेज के अंदर अपॉइंटमेंट कैसे मिलता है? और ऐसे लोगों को जब नौकरी दी जाती है, उसका परिणाम आप लोग हम देख रहे हैं।
BJP fact-finding committee to submit report to Union Minister JP Nadda questions how accused Manojit Mishra got admission despite his ineligibility. Huge showdown in Calcutta after BJP workers and Bengal police outside the law college where the incident took place. GST collection doubles in 5 years, reach an all-time high of rupees 22.8 lakh crore in 2024-2025 fiscal.
जो कुछ बोला गया है तेजस्वी यादव और इंडी गठबंधन के अन्य नेताओं के द्वारा, उससे साफ है कि यह संविधान को कूड़ेदान में फेंकने की 50 साल पुरानी मानसिकता से बाहर नहीं आ पा रहे हैं।
BJP calls out Indie bloc, says opposition making mockery of the constitution. This comes after Tejasvi Yadav accused Centre of disrespecting the constitution framed by B.R. Ambedkar. Karnataka Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister made a public display of unity amid speculation of a leadership change. Actress Shefali's death mystery deepens. Doctors suspect hypertension and a sudden drop in blood pressure. The final report is awaited.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड भी, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar. Guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM.
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग शिप भी बन सकती है।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
מי שלא ראה שדה קרב שיראה אותו עכשיו. בוא. בוא עכשיו. שמאלה, שמאלה, שמאלה. סע, ישר, ישר. ישר. ישר.
The IDF, of course, has been operating in Gaza in increasingly intense stages, trying to gain control over Gaza, trying to degrade Hamas and its leadership. Since the beginning of Israel's retaliation against Hamas and its leadership in Gaza following the October 7th attack, Israel...
RG Kar rerun in Kolkata. Mamta still silent. From Sandesh Khali to Calcutta Law College, no change. How long will Mamta government allow this? Debating tonight at 8 p.m. Akhilesh attacks Kathawachaks and Dhirendra Shastri. Tejasvi says he will throw the Waqf bill in the dustbin. Attack Sanatan, defend Waqf. Indie's strategy, debating tonight at 9 p.m. RG Kar rerun in Kolkata. Mamta still silent. From Sandesh Khali to Calcutta Law College, no change. How long will Mamta government allow this? Debating tonight at 8 p.m. Akhilesh attacks Kathawachaks and Dhirendra Shastri. Tejasvi says he will throw the Waqf bill in the dustbin. Attack Sanatan, defend Waqf. Indie strategy debating tonight at 9 p.m. RG Kar rerun in Kolkata. Mamta still silent. From Sandesh Khali to Calcutta Law College, no change. How long will Mamta government allow this? Debating tonight at 8 p.m. Akhilesh attacks Kathawachaks and Dhirendra Shastri. Tejasvi says he will throw the Waqf bill in the dustbin. Attack Sanatan, defend Waqf. Indie strategy debating tonight at 9 p.m. RG Kar rerun in Kolkata. Mamta still silent. From Sandesh Khali to Calcutta Law College, no change. How long will Mamta government allow this? Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
विमल में गुलिस्तां के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसे डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं? विमल, बोलो जुबान कैसी?
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar and I'm here to tell you that also gives me the license to guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिर्फ जल जीरा मसाला। सिर्फ जीरा सिर्फ MDH का जल जीरा सिर्फ MDH का जल जीरा सिर्फ।
Where the software engineer meets the gifted content writer, meets the cool UI UX. From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, it's the same template in play in West Bengal with every case of sexual assault and rape and gang rape. It's been 5 days since the horrific Law College gang rape in Kolkata, and sitting Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee refuses to take action while her netas continue to back the prime accused. At 9 o'clock this evening, the Indie block is back at its Sanatan slandering agenda. It's desperate to stay relevant. This time it's Akhilesh and Tejasvi at the forefront of the attacks, abusing Sanatan, defending Waqf. Ladies and gentlemen, the entire national media has finally woken up on the outrage, the incident that took place on the campus of the South Calcutta Law College on the 25th of June, of how a young law student became victim to a Trinamool Congress-linked main accused named Manojit Mishra and his two accomplices. How Trinamool Congress-linked cadre, through the roll of the eye, converted a college campus into a house of horror, converting the guard into a muse, a union office into a den, and raped and assaulted a law student with threats of arresting her parents and killing her friend. An ex-student, a Trinamool congressman, believed to be close to Abhishek Banerjee, who had complete access and control of a college where he was not even supposed to be, if not for his Trinamool Congress Chhatra Parishad status. But ladies and gentlemen, you will be gravely mistaken to think that this is just a case of coercion and power play by rogue elements. This is what the sad reality of the status of women looks like under Mamata Banerjee. Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee have ruined the state. And I've been shouting from the rooftops, not today, but for many years, that she will ruin it further. She will destroy Bengal. And today I want to remind you why I'm not wrong when I believe that Mamata Banerjee is the only person responsible for the horrendous state of women in Bengal. And why it's time for the nation to stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, you all still remember the RG Kaur rape and murder case, in which all attempts were allegedly made to disrupt the crime scene. How the allegedly Trinamool Congress-linked controversial principal Sandeep Ghosh was conveniently reappointed at the Calcutta National Medical College mere hours after he was suspended for breaking all protocol, not calling the police on time, floating a false suicide theory for Abhaya, and all other possible allegations for which he is still awaiting justice. Ask yourself tonight, who empowered Sandeep Ghosh with so much job security that he tried his best to suspend the Abhaya case without a logical conclusion? And while you do, ask yourself this too. Who shielded Shah Jahan Sheikh if not Mamata Banerjee? The mastermind of the crimes against women in Sandesh Khali for 55 days. Who supported him? Mamata Banerjee supported him. Mamata Banerjee supports these kind of people. She even supports these kind of people in the assembly, because all that ever mattered, matters or will matter to Mamata Banerjee is clinging on to the chair. Even if the people around her are now described as mafia, she doesn't mind as long as she's sitting in the Chief Minister's chair. Who empowered Kunal Ghosh to brazenly demand proof of mass rapes from traumatized survivors of Sandesh Khali when he staunchly stood in defense of the accused Shah Jahan Sheikh? Is it not true that in Sandesh Khali, the Trinamool's goons unleashed terror, ransacked the homes of brave women who dared to speak out? Who empowered these people to carry out the horrific saga of sexual assault, land grab, and political thuggery in Sandesh Khali? You know today, when people are doing debates on why Kalyan Banerjee of the Trinamool Congress said on the Calcutta case that what can be done if a friend rapes his friend? Mamata Banerjee's right-hand man says, what can be done if a friend rapes his friend? He has justified the rape in the South Calcutta Law College, but Mamata Banerjee does not have the guts or the spine to act against him. She's too weak today. She's too weak, and Abhishek Banerjee doesn't care. The question they should ask is, who empowered this man? Who empowered Madan Mitra? Who empowered Kalyan Banerjee? According to me, there is no way one can condemn Kalyan Banerjee and not Mamata Banerjee simultaneously. After all, he's only taking cue from his leader, who in 2022 dismissed a brutal rape and murder of a 14-year-old girl in Hashkhali as a love affair gone wrong. That is her mentality. She calls a rape victim someone who is suffering because she was in a love affair. When a party whose chief can trivialize a child's rape and murder That's what Mamata Banerjee does. She trivializes the rape and murder of a child, of a minor. What can you expect from her lackeys, her minions, her chamchas? And this is equally true for Mamata's police. Have you all forgotten the 2013 Kamdoni rape case when a 20-year-old college student was abducted, gang raped and murdered in Kamdoni? Does this 12-year-old case sound similar to the Kolkata case of 2025? You know what happened in that case? The Calcutta High Court in 2023 reduced death penalties for 2 convicts, acquitted a third, and let 3 others walk away with a fine of 10,000 rupees. You know why? Because Mamata's administration failed to prove conspiracy or rule out reformation. This is not just a judicial failure. It is the collapse of the state's duty to protect India's daughters. And all of this is because of Mamata Banerjee. She's a disastrous chief minister, one of the most corrupt governments in the history of the country, completely and 100% communal in her politics, does vote bank politics, and attacks women, attacks rape victims, has destroyed the lives of women in Bengal, and then says, I want to be given awards because I've distributed some money from government schemes. What a terrible logic. This is a person, Mamata Banerjee, who in 2012 called a case where a 35-year-old widow was dragged from a train and gang raped at gunpoint in Kathua in front of her 11-year-old daughter as a Shahjano Ghatana, or a concocted incident. Ask her if she said it or not. She says these things. She speaks this kind of a language. You know what is worse? All the 5 accused were acquitted of rape due to botched medical evidence. They were instead convicted for robbery. Even the public prosecutor in the case resigned out of shame after the court blew the government's handling of the case to smithereens. But Mamata Banerjee does not care. She does not care about anyone. She's just got to stick on to her chair. Ladies and gentlemen, time and again the courts have said it, that Mamata's police, Mamata's government is an incompetent police, incompetent government. In the Birbhum gang rape case of 2014, when a 20-year-old girl was gang raped, Mamata's SIT made, quote-unquote, no effective contribution to the investigation. These are the words of the Calcutta High Court. And this happened despite a police station nearby. Officers arrived late while victims suffered, just like it did a decade later in the RG Kaur case. This is not negligence, ladies and gentlemen. Mamata has betrayed the people. Mamata has betrayed the women of Bengal. It is a complete betrayal, a shameless betrayal by Mamata Banerjee. And Mamata's Bengal has become a lawless jungle. And tonight, all of you must ask to your conscience, can you look away when this is happening in Bengal? This is a person who single-handedly has contributed to the destruction of any semblance of law and order in Bengal. Her attitude is dictatorial. Her government is corrupt. Cash is found in people's lockers. Women are being gang raped. But all she wants, somehow, as they say in Bangla, kichu kore, she wants to remain in the chair. Mamata Banerjee, your political legacy is going to be just one. You have been not a disaster. You have been not irresponsible. You have led to the destruction of any semblance of morals and politics. Ladies and gentlemen, let's debate.
Kolkata is seething with anger. An unextinguishable anger. Yet another one of Bengal's daughter has been exploited and brutalized. The city of joy has been awakened to fresh wounds of the horrific law college gang rape, while it still bears the trauma of the RG Kaur rape and murder. At the forefront of this crime is 31-year-old Manojit Mishra, a history cheater and the prime accused, a man who is politically backed.
साउथ कलकत्ता लॉ कॉलेज, ये जो कस्बा में स्थित है, उसमें एक बच्ची के साथ 19 इयर्स ओल्ड है, फर्स्ट ईयर की छात्रा है, उनके साथ बलात्कार हो गया। एक महिला मुख्यमंत्री के होने के बावजूद बार बार ऐसी घटनाएं घट रही है। बीच में बहुत सारी घटनाएं घटी महिलाओं की लांछनों का। मुख्यमंत्री जी हमारे यहाँ पे खुद गृह मंत्री है और उसके बावजूद, एक महिला मुख्यमंत्री होने के बावजूद जिस तरीके की यहाँ पे महिलाओं के ऊपर अत्याचार हो रही है, और ओवरऑल लॉ एंड ऑर्डर अगर बोले, ऐसा लग रहा है कि नथिंग इज अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ सीएम।
He pulled an often used ploy to lure the survivor, then assault her and later threaten. The survivor's recollection of the 3-hour ordeal is chilling and gut-wrenching. Almost 5 days after the crime was reported, a crucial CCTV clip has laid bare the accused's plot. How she was stopped, how she was dragged, and how his co-conspirators turned deaf, blind and mute. And what is shocking is not only the political patronage, but how central investigation is being barred. A BJP fact-finding committee has conducted a spot review today while meeting with the Kolkata top cop.
हम लोग अभी आज हमारी टीम कलकत्ता के पुलिस कमिश्नर से मिली। कलकत्ता के पुलिस कमिश्नर से मिलकर के उन्होंने अपने को बताया उन्होंने क्या क्या इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया है, किन किन लोगों का उसमें जो गिरफ्तारी हुई है। उन्होंने हम लोगों को ये एश्योर किया कि इस केस के अंदर कठिनतम से अधिक सजा इस केस में दिलवाई जाएगी।
While police claims to now forensically examine Mishra's phone for more evidence, the atrocity has set a city erupt. For far too long, Bengal's women have walked in fear. Sandesh Khali, violence during elections, RG Kar rape and murder, and now this. The Mamata Banerjee-led TMC government cannot let this pass. She must answer. They must act.
With me here in the studio is Charu Pragya, national spokesperson of the BJP, and we have Lalita Kumaramangalam, former chairperson of the National Commission for Women. At Jyotsna Tirunagiri, TDP national spokesperson. I have Orko Nag, pro-TMC, Tausif, pro-TMC, and Akhil Swami, pro-Congress, anti-BJP. Now, okay. Tausif, now it's established that this person is a Trinamool Congress person, very close to Abhishek Banerjee, right? Holds a Trinamool Congress position. Charu, facts are very clear. Holds a Trinamool Congress position. National Commission of Women chief was not allowed to visit the site. The police has tried to manage this whole case in secrecy. I find this very much like the RG Kaur case, where there was a sense of secrecy. Tausif, the police sought access to the college a day after the gang rape. The college principal said that the officers told him the visit should be very confidential. Why confidential? And then they told the staff not to inform the security guard, like the police is entering like thieves. The police are entering like thieves. 2 rooms were sealed on the ground floor. Why was the Bengal police trying to keep this case under wraps?
The propaganda. You are under compulsion or not to speak the half-truth, to present the news in a way.
There is only truth in this case. A Trinamool Congress leader has carried out an act of rape. Or rather, should I say, another Trinamool Congress leader has carried out another act of rape.
Police arrested main accused within 12 hours. Kolkata police arrested even the college security guard within 24 hours.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
SIT.
Yeah, go on.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
We'll have a versus.
1 second. When you say he was arrested in 10 hours, you mean to say he was arrested in 10 years and 10 hours? 10 years? Because he has been an accused for over 11 years.
police
with 5 FIRs to his name and not for petty crimes, for attempted murder, for stabbing, for extortion, and you have a pipeline and network that defends such people. Tausif, you need to stop. Tausif, you need to stop. Please answer me this.
Yes, Tausif, just you're getting a counter, so you better hear it. Tausif, thank you. Otherwise, I'm replacing you with Orko. Charu, go on. Charu, go on. Otherwise, I'm replacing. You're not going to listen to the other side. It doesn't work with me. Thank you.
Mamta Didi is writing her government's legacy. She's writing it in blood, and it is being written in women's blood. What Tausif says is an arrest. It is an arrest to show to the world, because if it was an actual arrest, it would have happened 11 years ago. A man who's been a TMC leader, who's got 5 serious FIRs for stabbing, for extortion, for attempted murder, goes around, gets a job. Hear this, again, with the influence of a TMC neta and MLC, and the first thing he does, he premeditates and carries out an attack on a girl, a woman who's brutally raped. And Tausif is sitting here defending this and saying, "Wow, meri police ne arrest kar diya." Tausif, shame on you for doing this. Time and time you have done this. Time and time. Time and time. Sandesh Khali, you pretended you couldn't hear the pain. RG Kar, you pretended you couldn't see the blood. Today you sit here pretending you couldn't hear her screech. How many times must we let this pass? No, how many times, Tausif, you continue to speak and shout here? Just answer me this. Why was he not arrested 10 years ago?
Because Tausif is a remorseless man. Tausif is a shameless man. Tausif is a person, even when his party leaders are accused of rape, will continue to defend them. I don't know how Tausif sleeps at night. I don't know how he justifies his statements before his own family members. And therefore, my next question will go to Orko. And I'm on an open debate here. See, Charu, the only question to ask is it true or not that the rapist, who has had a history of sexual assault, he's a sexual predator, is a Trinamool Congress leader? Because every time they say, no, Shah Jahan is not linked to us. He's linked to them. He's their man. And show the picture with Abhishek Banerjee. Orko, very close to Abhishek Banerjee. Abhishek Banerjee, source of power. Manojit Mishra, recipient of power. Right?
Also,
and this, whatever, please.
Also is
one minute.
celebrated student
No, Arko, let her finish.
Celebrated student leader of your party. So much so that even after he's got nothing to do with the law college, your TMC MLA calls and ensures that rules are bent to hire him. Do you know that? Rules were bent. The number of people which were allowed to be hired, all of that was changed. Scrapped. You know why? Because this person who's accused of sexual harassment, of attempted murder, of extortion regularly, systemically, has been given another position of power. And the first thing he's done with this power is rape this girl. He's actually used the college system, the guard included, to make sure this could be carried out. There's evidence on CCTV, and Tausif jumps and says, 10 घंटे में arrest कर लिया, 11 साल में तो आप arrest कर नहीं पाए. Did you not see the plight of all those other people who've been harassed, troubled, nearly killed by this man? And today, because of the media glare, Arnab, because you're conducting a debate, he says we arrested him. Wow.
You know, the fundamental here is this. I want Arko to acknowledge on television that he is Abhishek Banerjee's protege. Let's ask the main question. Mamta Banerjee's nephew, Lalita Kumaramangalam, is his political godfather. And they don't want to say that the person whose political godfather is the nephew of the chief minister has carried out an act of rape. What emboldens him? What emboldens him to rape a young girl in a law college campus? What gives him the power? You just answer. Don't give me a speech. I am in no mood to listen to a speech. I want you to be a logical man and debate with Lalita. What gives this man, the rapist, the power to almost control the whole campus, lock the doors, right? And Bollywood C grade film villain style rape this girl while getting the guards, security, everyone to prepare the ground for his rape. So he says to everyone, I'm going to rape this girl, lock the door. I'm going to rape this girl, seal the college. And then he rapes the girl. You have to admit the source of his power is Abhishek Banerjee. Is the source of his power Abhishek Banerjee? Has Abhishek Banerjee been instrumental in promoting him or not? Yes or no?
No.
Then how is he been promoted? How has he been promoted? Abhishek Banerjee has not made him. Is he or is he not? 1 minute. Is he a protege of Abhishek Banerjee or not? Show the pictures.
The word protege of Abhishek Banerjee is too big. Too big. You can show only one picture 20 times, but that will not make him the protege. But I must admit something.
Has he described himself on social media as the former unit head of the Trinamool Chhatra Parishad? Are you ashamed of what your party people are doing or not? Are you proud of it?
Admit. I must tell you something very clearly, that police made a mistake. I am admitting it.
What mistake?
Police should have shot him down and encountered him. That is the best possible thing should have been done. That would have been the best example. That is the best example which is being set. But once again, if Manojit Mishra, who is a Trinamool Congressman, will be given the highest punishment available to make it exemplified that you can be from the ruling party, but if you are beyond the line,
you are not going to do that. That the court will do. So don't try and take it into credit for yourself.
It is not Gujarat that the government promotes riots. It is Bengal, where if you are from the ruling party, you will be imprisoned and you will have to pay the price.
Bengal has never had riots, right?
Where riots
Where is Mamata Banerjee, by the way? I haven't seen her.
Half Bengali. I spent so many summers in the houses of my mamas. This is not the Kolkata that I grew up in. My mother was a Bengali. My mother's aunt was the famous lady Geeta Mukherjee. Those were politicians. Today what you have in Bengal is just a rowdy army of criminals. And don't give us this nonsense about Abhishek Banerjee not supporting this dirty filth who has raped this young girl remorselessly, ruthlessly. Where are women safe in Bengal? When I was a child, I used to roam there buying mishti doi, etc. Belgachi ate. Goa bagane abhi sob jayega ekla ghurechi. Nothing ever happened. Today, see what's happening. In a law college, in a medical college, in a hospital, girls are being raped, and people like you are cheap enough, shameless enough, and forsaken enough to claim that, oh, we will punish them. You're not going to punish them. The court is going to do it. You would protect them as much as you can, which is what you're doing now.
What profession you come from?
I'm not speaking as a politician today. I'm talking as a woman who's terrified, who's outraged, and who's disgusted.
No, you cannot shift sides. Either you are a politician or you are a woman. You will not shift.
I am not switching sides.
You are just coming.
Why can't I be?
What was that comment? 1 minute. What he said was, either you're a politician or you're a woman. In other words, he's trying to say if you're a woman, you cannot be a politician. And if you're a politician, you cannot be a woman. It is the most misogynistic, sexist remark I've heard so far. But no surprises because it comes from a Trinamool man.
Own will and whims, Arnab. You have understood it very clearly.
No, how dare you say you're either a politician or a woman? No, viewers, I think I have to open the line. Trinamool Congress leader has said that either you're a politician or you're a woman. What is Mamata Banerjee, a politician or a woman or both?
Exactly. How can women be safe?
What is Mamata Banerjee?
You want to speak, you
say this,
speak your heart.
Whatever you've said right now, say it before Mamata Banerjee, that either you're a politician or a woman. You have the guts to say that?
You say that I am a human being.
Why did you say you're either a politician or a woman?
I believe that. That is it. You do not play your gender card here.
Don't
playing a gender card. So women who are saying they've been raped are playing a gender card.
The country people have recognized you as a politician.
That's a gender card.
Which part of the country people have recognized you to be a politician?
The one who raped the woman. That's a gender card. A man rapes a woman. What is it about? Taking a dog for a walk? What are you talking about?
Then talk. Then say that you are condemning
a woman or a politician
as a human being. Why are you bringing on that you are a politician or?
I said I am condemning it as a woman. I am a woman. Who are you to tell me how I am to
What do you mean, Orko, you have said, and I'm going to open the lines now. Just kindly keep your mouth shut for a minute, Orko, 1 second. Charu, we all heard him say only one thing, Jyotsna. He said, if a woman accuses anyone of rape, she's playing a gender card. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm opening the lines on it till Orko does not apologize tonight. So the women of Sandesh Kali were playing a gender card against... Keep quiet. The women of Sandesh Kali were playing the gender card against Shahjahan. Now I understand your mentality. Your dirty mentality, I understand it now.
False news.
You said a woman who is accusing someone of rape or complaining about it is playing the gender card.
People understand that you are lying on camera. And
No, but you said it. You are either a politician or a woman, or someone talking about rape is playing a gender card. No wonder your leader Mamata Banerjee speaks the same language.
Make
Jyotsna is on.
Arnabji, one second, sir. 1 second, you need to hold on now because you need to listen. Women are very strong in politics. Women are the most strongest politicians, and you should acknowledge that and you should understand that. Now, sir, Arnabji, do you really feel it's a surprise coming from a party which said when women were raped in Bengal, they said they are BJP workers, they are not women? Do you really feel surprised? I'm sorry, Arnabji.
Within this.
And now, the people of Bengal are literally asking a simple question to TMC that when will you stop protecting criminals and start protecting women? That's their question. Arnabji, that's the question from the women of Bengal saying that stop protecting the criminals and start protecting us. Give utmost importance and priority to women's safety. That's what they're asking. Now, NCRB 2022 report. Arnabji, I'm talking numbers, I'm talking facts. It calls West Bengal as the top 3 amongst the entire country. That's the top 3 states in terms of crimes against women. I'm talking numbers. Now, between 2014 to 2023, West Bengal consistently topped the list of states for explosive seizures. It's again NCRB data. Why? My question is why? Isn't there any regard to women's safety? Because Arnabji, I sat in your debate itself about the women of Bengal when they were questioned that you are the people, you are BJP workers. So that's the reason there's no matter even if you are raped. And these are the same people, this is the same party which trivialized the Arjikar case, which trivialized the case of a girl being raped now. And it is nothing new to them, I'm sorry to say. And again, Anandji, I'll come to a point. There are incidents happening in other states. Sir, 1 second. There are incidents happening in other states.
Challenging the CBI investigation. What was the CBI doing?
What are you doing?
No. What he said today. One minute. Orko, before you speak, answer my question. 1 minute. Can I be put on the left-hand side for a moment, please, on this versus? Now you listen to me, Orko. Jyotsna ji, just 1 minute. Today, he has spoken about women pulling a gender card, right?
Ridiculous.
Women pulling a gender card, okay? Then he said you're either a woman or a politician. Go say that before Mamata Banerjee. That Mamata Banerjee, I'm saying you're either a woman or a politician. Then you're saying you're playing the gender card. You see, there is this man called Kunal Ghosh in the Trinamool Congress. Keeps changing his side, has no consistency. Just an absolute opportunist. He demanded proof of the rape from the traumatized survivors of Sandesh Kali. Same language, are you noticing? Charu, same language that is spoken by Orko when he says you're playing the gender. A woman accusing anyone of rape is automatically assumed by the Trinamool Congress to be lying. In other words, the Trinamool Congress is showing all the symptoms. Charu, please be quiet when I'm speaking and don't speak over me. Automatically, by default, you are for the rapist and anti the victim. This is what your politics will be. You are for rapists.
Thank you for
you are pro-rapist and anti-victim as a party. as a thinking, as a mentality. You are pro-rapist. You want me to say it again? You are pro-rapist in your approach. You are pro-Shah Jahan. You are the ones who have given a sense of power to this rapist monarchy. You are the ones who tried to cover up the RG Kaur case. You promised Ma Mati Manush. You promised Ma Mati Manush. You've destroyed the culture of Bengal. But the people of Bengal are going to rise against you. If I open the lines, I hope people will speak up to me on the program. Charu.
People are already rising up against them. Because here the
Will you stop speaking over everyone? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Because you have politically protected the accused. You have institutionally empowered the accused. And Mamata Banerjee has not simply failed this girl. She has enabled an entire environment that destroyed her and hundreds others like her. You are a part of that system. Do not forget it. Because every time something happens, you all turn a deaf ear. You close your eyes. You stand there. So I'm sorry. Simply saying Mamata Banerjee failed the women of West Bengal is also not enough. You are the enabler of the ecosystem which makes all these accused people, rapists and murderers, think it's absolutely okay to behave like this because sarkar hai na bachane ke liye. Sarkar hai na bachane ke liye.
No, in the AC, the Mamata Banerjee teaches her people how to respond in acts of rape. Tausif will remember in the Hashkali
under the watchful eye of a CCTV. Yeah. Imagine under a CCTV they had this audacity.
No, because they
what
believe
are they doing in villages of West Bengal?
They believe
all the hundreds of stories which they bury every day. I shudder to imagine.
They believe that the government is on their side. First point, okay. And the second point, very important, is Mamata Banerjee said, "Arko, can you listen for a while and keep quiet, please?" Anyway, I'm going to open the phone lines, viewers. He said, by the way, that women who are accusing anyone of rape are playing the gender card. In the Hanchkali case, a 14-year-old girl was raped. A 14-year-old girl was raped in Hanchkali. Mamata Banerjee's response, Tausif, this is a love affair gone wrong. Sounds exceptionally similar to what Kalyan Banerjee said. What can be done if a friend rapes a friend? Absolutely similar to the mentality of Mulayam Singh Yadav. Ladke hai, galti ho jati hai. You've taken a pro-rapist line. Now tell me, when you take a pro-rapist line, are you hearing me? I want to say it louder so that it hits you hard. When your party leaders take a pro-rapist line, Kalyan Banerjee supported the rapist. Mamata Banerjee in the Hashkali case supported the rapist. Don't mute yourself. Though you should be muting yourself because it's difficult to hear your lack of logic sometimes. But Mamata Banerjee said the 14-year-old girl's rape was a case of a love story, love affair gone wrong. Did she say that or not? Did she say it or not, Tausif? Still thinking? He can hear, but he's choosing not to hear. She said that. Orko, don't look down. Don't look down, Orko. You know she said that. The Chief Minister said, 14-year-old girl raped, not a big deal.
Yes. Why
it's a love affair gone wrong. Explain to me her mentality when she talks like this. What a dirty mentality. What is that mentality when you say a 14-year-old girl being raped is a love affair gone wrong? Explain it to me.
Banerjee said it is not possible to post police officers in every educational institutions. And one more thing, be very clear that it is the Kolkata police which has taken custody of the culprits. Even if the investigation goes to the CBI, the culprits will be the happiest people.
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed after volume down. Viewers, if you're listening to this debate, I want to say something to you and to the people of Bengal. Nothing. Volume down, please. I'm saying something. Nothing has changed after RG Kaur. This party and this government has been too used to manipulating the media. Till Republic Bangla was launched, nobody openly challenged them and exposed their cattle smuggling, their corruption, their nepotism, their teacher scam, SSC teacher scam. They're a scam government, right, which is pro-rapist, anti-victims of rape, where a chief minister says a 14-year-old girl's rape is a love affair gone wrong. And where people like Tausif and Orko shamelessly come and defend them. What do you get, Orko? Some cases? Do you also appear for the state government for financial benefit? That's why you'll speak for them.
Kuldeep Sangar. You defended Kuldeep Sangar.
No, I did not. And gang rape in Kamduni, by the way, the gang rape in Kamduni, the Calcutta High Court in 2023 reduced death penalties for 2 victims to only life imprisonment. Why? Because Mamata Banerjee failed to prove conspiracy. Why did your administration fail to prove conspiracy? Why did, when a 35-year-old woman was dragged from a train and gang raped, her 11-year-old daughter is a helpless witness. Mamata Banerjee, you know what she called it? You know what she called it? She called it, Lalita Kumara Mangalam, she called it Shahjana Ghatana. She says that the 35-year-old woman is lying and her 11-year-old daughter is lying. She says it's a concocted incident. She said that. That is Mamata Banerjee's mentality.
This government is easily the most
that is the mentality
and deadly government for women.
You realize when you lose power.
Literally deadly.
Yeah, Lalita.
You are against the dictate you have, against the instructions you have. Arnab, Karthik,
no, if you have a member of the party openly on national television asking me that you have to be either a woman or a politician, how do you expect women to be safe in a state?
Right.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Giving garland.
Yeah, he said it and he's refusing to accept that he said it. He said we are lying after having said it on national television. Ask him to go and say this.
I am repeating.
I'm sorry to be a little crude, but that's the truth.
Either
you know,
as a politician.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Go. Apni giye apna didi ke bolun na. You have to be either a woman or a politician.
You are here to misguide and mislead people. দিদিকে গিয়ে কিচ্ছু বলার দরকার নেই আপনি যতবার মুখ খুলবেন ততবার বাংলার মানুষ দিদিকে ভোট দেবে আপনার মতো লোকেদের দেখে
বাংলার মানুষ you are just an appeasement politics man about to lose his job. Stop wagging your finger. Stop wagging your finger. I know you are with the Trinamool Congress hoping that they will give you a government position. Before you get a government position, the government will be out. You've not got anything, Orko. এতদিন ওদের চামচাগিরি করে কিছু পাওনি আজ অবধি কিছু পেলে না তুমি
There will be a new channel in Bengal.
Yeah, anyway, listen, our channel is the most watched. You go to the Min channels and tell people are ashamed of what you are saying. You have said today, you can either be a woman or a politician.
Her main plan to contest an election is the fact that she is a woman. Do you not know anything about Mamata Banerjee? Do you know nothing? Her main plank is that she's a woman. She's a woman who's become the destroyer of other women in the state. Rape is bad enough. You have become the political party which empowers the rapist. Time and time again. RZ Kar, they did the same thing, no?
She supported Shahjahan. She supported Shahjahan because she wanted the Muslim vote. She wanted the Muslim vote, so she supported Shahjahan.
After RZ Kar, they didn't even report it. That is how bad they were. The parents of the victim were not even involved. They were not informed. Their daughter's body was cremated before they came to anything. You're doing the same thing here. You call it rumors, you call it hearsay, you take no action. This has to stop.
Yeah, Akhil wants to say something finally. Akhil has woken up. Akhil has woken up. Go on, say it. Nobody's stopping you.
देखिए अन्ना जी मेरे ख्याल से आपको एंकरिंग छोड़ देनी चाहिए और रिपब्लिक
अभी आपको तो आई वोंट वेस्ट अ सिंगल मोमेंट विद यू बिकॉज़ आपका दिमाग कंप्लीटली खराब हो चुका है यू सी यू शुड बी एबल टू डिबेट प्रॉपर्ली
आप केवल all together in one voice every panelist on your show today Arnab should have said that this has to stop. How was a person accused of rape given a job in an education institution? Who signed his application? Who signed his appointment letter? Who did that sifarish wala phone call? Explain that. Who made that phone call that got him a job out of line? You did. He was accused of sexual harassment. You enabled him to destroy another girl's life. Are you aware of that?
Everybody should boycott Republic TV.
अच्छा तो आप क्यों आ रहे हैं आप जाइए ना गो अवे नो हु इज टेलिंग यू टू बी देयर यू गो अवे आपको कौन रोक रहा है
क्यों म्यूट नहीं किया
आप बैठे हुए क्यों हैं आप पहले इनको ये औरत बोलना बंद करिए
नहीं ठीक है
आपके उम्र के लिहाज करते हुए कुछ नहीं बोल रहे ये औरत व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ये औरत
जब
मैंने आपको बोला व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ये औरत मिसोजिनिस्ट सेक्सिस्ट
आपने
misogynist sexist man keep quiet reduce his volume tell him to be quiet how can you talk like that ये औरत What a misogynist. I don't know which educational institution he teaches
it is this mindset that makes them dismiss all these rape cases one after the other. One after the other, क्योंकि attitude यही है. Attitude यही है. ये औरत बोल रही है, औरत politician नहीं हो सकती है. Empowerment की बात तो बहुत दूर है.
I want to just ask, just 1 minute. The point is, and you see, Tausif should not be a coward, so he's a coward, so he keeps speaking. If he was not a coward, he would answer my question. Tausif, just answer the question. Did Mamata Banerjee protect and shield Shahjahan Sheikh, including in the assembly, for 55 days before he was arrested? I can't hear you. Can you just unmute yourself? I have not muted you.
Arnab, you are not a coward. You must also answer the question.
No, but you have to answer this question. You can't run away from it.
Do you have anything to say against Kartik Maharaj? So far, Mamata Banerjee's stand is
again avoiding the question, so I'll go to Orko. Orko. Who is Orko? My second question is another Trinamool Congress leader called Shibu Hazra involved in the Sandesh Khali rape? Was he involved?
No, Arnab, I will ask you a question. Whether a charge sheet has been filed.
Why don't you want to answer a single question?
Or not? Why did the CBI did not file the charge sheet? The CBI could have filed the charge sheet. Why did the CBI take money?
I'm surprised at your illiteracy. As a lawyer, charge sheets are filed when investigations are done. Where did you do your LLB, man?
Arnab, I must tell you.
You know nothing. Mamata Banerjee has failed the people of Bengal. But anyway, you said today women pull out the gender card. You said today women who are accusing others of rape are pulling out the gender card. Jyotsna is there to explain to her what you meant by that.
Your words help Mamata Banerjee and Trinamool Congress to stay
I don't care about you. Who helps who?
Your support to Mamata Banerjee.
If you believe that supporting rapists is a way to get to power, best of luck to you. You are basically making your informal manifesto clear before us when you say we will continue to shield rapists, irrespective of people like it or not. Meenakshi Lekhi is with us right now. She's been part of the fact-finding committee in the Kolkata gang rape case. Meenakshi ji, thank you. I know you're at the airport. You have limited time. But can you tell us whether you believe there has been political involvement behind this incident? Was the main accused someone who was getting political patronage?
Absolutely, it's a clear case of political patronage. In fact, there is a pattern, and that pattern is that there is criminalization of politics, and all these criminals are being protected and get the political patronage, and I'll tell you how. In this case, this man is found to be involved in 4 existing cases, like these are registered cases. So what happens is, if a state government or state aided, any college needs to appoint any regular person on any job for any financial benefit, you need to get a police clearance report, police verification report. And if you take out an advertisement in the newspaper and police has to verify these people, if this was the case, this person's cases would have come out and he could not have gotten appointed. But what is the pattern? The pattern is that in all these aided institutions, they have generated something called SSDT, where they give the appointment. Irregular appointments are regularized. And through this process, without going into the details, people get the money and they get paid by the organization. In this case, the college. In RG Car's case, again the college. As a volunteer, the person was kept as an, you get some emoluments and you get access. So what has happened is, there is a general body which controls this college. General body, governing body, not general body but governing body. Governing body is chaired by an MLA called Mr. Ashok Dev, who's a sitting MLA of TMC, and he's a chairperson of 9 other colleges. And he becomes the appointing authority, and through him the governing body acts. So this man, who could not have gotten any appointment anywhere because of his criminal track record, gets appointed as a staff member even on ad hoc basis, because for regular basis they have to take out an advertisement and do something. On ad hoc appointment, he gets 500 rupees as a sitting fee for every day. And in addition, he gets access to the law college. So, flouting the law, both in terms of his appointment and maybe even in terms of admissions. So it's a racket, and this racket I'm sure is prevalent because this very gentleman we've come to know is a chairperson of 9 such colleges. So I'm sure a similar process is what one can see even in RG Kar's case. We saw that this volunteer got access to the hospital and also the medical college by virtue of being a TMC member. So what they are doing in essence is that criminals get to be part of the political party and political system. In return, political system provides them the patronage by giving them assignments and appointments to educational institutions, thanas and other places, and through their access they control the system. This is precisely what is going on, and this is exactly the case what is happening. So regular people who need employment, who need staff appointments, who need regularization of processes, all those things are flouted from beginning till the end, and in turn criminals get to be appointed in these colleges and educational institutions.
So just one quick point. So are you saying that this man Monojit Mishra is a Trinamool Congress, a political appointee, is effectively like a Mamata Banerjee's party's appointee to that college, and hence the party is also accountable?
Everybody in the system is accountable. So I am giving you without giving the exact details, but I'm just telling you the flow chart. I'm telling you the process. Of course, the documents, etc.
I have a document. I have a document with me, Meenakshi Lekhi. I have a document with me.
Listen,
which
I can't access. Arnabji, just bear up with me. Please bear up with me. I can't see the document, so I am unable to.
But I can talk about it for a minute. I take responsibility for it. The document I have is signed by Ashok Kumar Dev, President of the college, and co-signed by Dr. Nayana Chatterjee, Vice Principal, and it mentions 3 people appointed by a resolution, and number 2 is a person called Monojit Mishra, and they've said the governing body has directed to the Vice Principal to issue the appointment letter. So I have this appointment letter as per relevant resolution. Does this make the state government complicit?
See, I'll tell you something. Why I'm not making a comment, there is a reason, because there is a deeper investigation which needs to be done. How much of Naina, a lady who's the vice principal, is involved or not, for me, it's not for me to comment. What we have to see, the signing authority under whose directions are given to the vice principal. As per her, she is not a partner in the crime, but she has been asked to do certain things and she has done those things. It is a matter of further investigation whether she opted to do those things volitionally or she was coerced into doing. That's why I'm restraining myself from answering those questions, not getting into it, and I'm restricting myself to the role of Ashok Dev, who is a sitting MLA and is a chairman of 9 such colleges. Now, in a regular course, if there are some vacancies, you have to take out an advertisement. Based on the advertisement, you seek people to come forward for assignment. You do police verification, and only then appointment happens. Where state is sponsoring education by virtue of funding the teachers' fees, etc., management and all that. Now, it is partially done by the state government and completely done by the state government, but they still call it an aided college by virtue of assigning this this governing body, which becomes a stepping stone for party members to get an appointment. So this is a charade which is being played. Ideally, if there is a state appointment, state has to take out the advertisement, and rightfully people who are meritorious should get appointed. In this case, a person who has 4 registered cases against himself manages to get in. How did he get in, and how does he misuse his access to the college by exploiting youngsters? So that is where I am resting my case. I'm not crossing that line where further investigation and deeper details will come forward.
Okay. Meenakshi Lekhi, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me. Meenakshi Lekhi on her way to the airport. She was part of the fact-finding committee out there. Diksha from Bengaluru is calling. We're going to open up to calls now. Diksha.
Hi, Arnav.
Hi, Diksha.
First of all, thank you. First of all, I would like to say thank you for choosing such a relevant and powerful topic for this debate. I definitely would like to share my opinion on behalf of every woman, like all the women across this nation.
Yeah.
What happened in South Calcutta Law College is not just a singular crime. It's a systemic failure, I would say. A young law student was allegedly gang raped on campus, and instead of swift justice, what exactly we are seeing is disturbing signs of political protection, and that too for the accused. When those in power, if they are prioritizing the allegiance over the accountability, they don't just betray one survivor. I would like to say they are eroding the public faith in justice itself.
Yeah.
So,
but it is also Diksha, further, you've seen the way Arco spoke today. I think it's so regrettable. We want to give him one more chance to apologize for that. He said, you're either a woman or you're in politics. I think it was a despicable comment, Charu, right? And then he followed it up by saying women who are accusing people of rape like this are playing the gender card. He said that directly to Lalita Kumaramangalam.
Arnav, in last 6 months alone, I have noted down nearly 200 cases of violence against women emerging from West Bengal alone. 200 cases. Most of them go unreported because of this particular mindset.
Yeah.
West Bengal leads in acid attacks. Do you know that? West Bengal leads in violent crimes against women. Leads in political crimes against women. That is at another level altogether justified.
Yeah.
If you are connected to the TMC, you get a license to be a gunda.
I'll take one more caller right now. Abhishek from Kolkata. Abhishek.
Yeah, hi Arnav, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
And good evening to the three eminent distinguished women panelists today. I don't feel like wishing the two Trinamool representatives on the panel because they don't deserve any respect at all. And if you look at the pattern within Trinamool, whether it is Shah Jahan, Sandeep Ghosh or this Mr. Manojit Mishra, they have climbed up the ladder of success so fast that it cannot happen without the patronage of somebody higher up in the party.
Absolutely.
Whether it is a Bhaiko or any other minister or anybody else. And if you look at the mindset of the Trinamool leaders, you look at Mr. Madan Mitra, you look at the kind of reels he puts up on social media, whereby he is comparing young girls to a Kochi fruit and insulting them. This is the kind of message that a senior leader...
That is their mentality. That is their mentality. It will stay till they are kicked out of power. I thank you very much, Orko, for joining us, though you didn't apologize, Jyotsna and Lalita ji and Charu, of course. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, at 9 o'clock this evening, the Indie bloc is back at its Sanatan slandering campaign. This time, it's Akhilesh and Tejasvi together at the forefront of this, abusing Sanatan, defending the Waqf. In a few minutes.
Time for a quick breather. Arnav will be right back with the debate.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer, meets the gifted content writer. To create the big dream, the world comes together at Sharda University. So where are you?
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ. डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड में मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा. अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ. सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र.
MDH की देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का. MDH की देगी मिर्च.
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar and I'm here to tell you that also gives me the license to guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management.
विमल में गुलिस्तां की ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसा डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं. विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं ना? विमल, बोलो जुबा केसरी.
Akhilesh attacks Kathawachaks and Virendra Shastri. Tejasvi says he will throw the Waqf bill in the dustbin. Attack Sanatan, defend Waqf. In the strategy, debating tonight at 9 p.m.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. And tonight I wanted to tell you the story of two people. One quite young, very young in fact, and the other by Indian political standards, though he's now in his early 50s, relatively young. The first person's name is Dhirendra Krishna Shastri. He's the Pithadishwar of Bageshwar Dham, which is a very, very well-known Hindu pilgrimage site in Chhatarpur district in Madhya Pradesh, everybody knows, and he has a huge following. He has a cult following across the entire country as a well-known Hindu religious figure. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of people come for his events. He travels across the country, and he has one philosophy. He believes that Hinduism unites India, and he believes that Hinduism needs to be strengthened, made more cohesive, and Hindus need to be more united. The other person is a dynasty politician called Akhilesh Yadav. He has inherited the presidency of his party from his father Mulayam Singh Yadav, who was also president of the party, also chief minister. He was elected as chief minister of Uttar Pradesh by virtue of being Mulayam Singh Yadav's son. Now, what is common between these two people? The common thing between these two people is the element of caste and casteism. That is the only thing that brings these two people together outside of the political factor. It is not a single unifying force. I would say it is the single unifying fight between the two of them. Casteism. You see, casteism is an evil that needs to be removed. This is the view of Dhirendra Krishna Shastri. Casteism is a reality that needs to be politicized. That is the view of Akhilesh Yadav. So these are two views. You need to decide which one you believe in. Rahul Gandhi, Akhilesh, Tejasvi. You know, we all thought 20 years back that these are youngsters in Indian politics. And when youngsters come, they will change things. No, we were surprised. The more things appeared to change, the more things stayed the same. One single view, I repeat, of Akhilesh Yadav is this: casteism must be politicized. He says, and Rahul says, casteism must be made the reality of Indian politics. Run the plate. Casteism. Center your entire politics around caste and casteism. Use it. Make it a reality and politicize it. This is Akhilesh Yadav, who's about 52 or 53 years old. A man half his age, about 27 years old or 26 or maybe 28, I don't know. He's going around the country saying, casteism is an evil that needs to be removed. These are two different perspectives. Which do I believe? I am completely with Dhirendra Shastri. Casteism is an evil. It needs to be removed. Ladies and gentlemen, today Dhirendra Shastri, whether you like it or not, he is a Gen Next religious leader of our country. And he has got millions of people following him across social media platforms, millions attending his kathas, many more than Akhilesh can buy or Rahul can buy for their rallies. And his Padayatra, which he has carried out under the banner of Sanatan Ekta Padayatra, the entire purpose is to eradicate discrimination and casteism. His line is clear, casteism has to be removed. He says, Bharat Sarkar ko ab sirf दो जातियां बना देनी चाहिए, एक अमीर दूसरी गरीब, जिससे कि सबका भला हो और भेदभाव मिट सके. Which means he is saying it is wrong to divide Hindu religion on the basis of caste. This is a Gen Next leader. This is a language I can identify with. And I know what he's saying is right. He's a generation younger to me, but I remember when I was in college, and after that, we saw politicians when we were in our teens and early 20s, VP Singh, others, all they did was caste politics. Sharad Yadav, Lalu Prasad, they ruined this country because of caste politics. And Rahul Gandhi wants to take that to the next generation. But these people like Rahul, Akhilesh, who are a generation older, they know that they are losing their touch, that Dhirendra Shastri is making much more sense. Which is why Akhilesh has a problem with Dhirendra Shastri. He says that Dhirendra Shastri takes money under the table. Now don't make me open my mouth, Akhilesh. Don't make me open my mouth. If I open my mouth, many truths will come out, then people will talk about who takes money under the table. But this is what he said to run Dhirendra Shastri down. The attempt is very simple. If a religious leader younger than me, more popular than me, more rooted than me, is taking on caste, then I need to attack him personally. See the political attack by Akhilesh this morning, a reflection of his growing insecurity against people like Dhirendra Shastri. Listen to this.
वाचक हैं जो 50 लाख रुपए लेते हैं. कोई किसी की हैसियत है कि धीरेन्द्र शास्त्री को बुला ले अपने घर कथा के लिए? कोई अंडर टेबल लेगा वो बाबा पैसे? आप पता करवा लीजिए, अंडर टेबल नहीं लेते हैं वो धीरेन्द्र शास्त्री. क्या कथा बाजने की पता कितनी कीमत होगी उनकी, फ्री थोड़े नहीं.
And ask yourself one more thing. He speaks like this about a Hindu religious leader. But would he talk about a Muslim religious leader? Not that I think he should. But would he talk like this with this derision, this contempt, this arrogance, this conceit about a Muslim religious leader? No, because he does Muslim vote bank politics. So it's quite clear, the more you abuse Hindus and Hindu religious leaders, the more you will attract the Muslim vote. That's all that he has understood. This is all of Akhilesh's political education, because his politics is totally dependent on casteism. Casteism goes away, his party closes, folds up. Ladies and gentlemen, an unfortunate incident happened in Etawah on the 21st of June, where two Katha Vachaks, Mukut Mani and Acharya Sant Singh, were attacked by villagers over a dispute on the caste of the Katha Vachak. Rather than condemning casteism, people like Akhilesh saw this as an opportunity to bring back the caste angle. Were people from this caste discriminated? Is that a bigger story of Hinduism being casteist that we can draw out of it? So ladies and gentlemen, this is the sad part about people like Rahul and Akhilesh. They brought nothing new to our political life. All that they did, all this handshake represents, is the politics of caste. Everything comes down to one factor: caste. If we talk about real achievements, then what is there to speak about the real achievements of Akhilesh? What has he done? What did his party do? Bageshwar Baba is building a 200 crore, 100-bed multi-speciality cancer hospital. And the Akhilesh Yadav government spent 334 crores on a sci-fi festival for a Bollywood night. Is there any comparison between the Gen Next Dhirendra Shastri and the out-of-touch, middle-aged leaders like Akhilesh and Rahul Baba? Ladies and gentlemen, Rahul Gandhi and Akhilesh are desperate. Caste is their only card. That's why Rahul Gandhi says that even the Miss India competition should be centered around caste, should be divided on caste. There should be quotas for caste within the Miss India competition. What does this reflect? The growing irrelevance of these leaders. I predict confidently today that the philosophy of Dhirendra Shastri will grow. The essential idea that caste is an evil. And I ask you to choose between these two at the end. I want you and everyone watching this to choose what kind of approach do you want to have? The approach which says casteism is a reality that needs to be politicized, or casteism, while being a reality, is an evil that needs to be eliminated. I know which side I am on. Are you as sure? Let's debate.
A Kathavachak, a religious storyteller, was assaulted in Uttar Pradesh's Etawah for allegedly harassing a woman. As the video of the assault went viral, Akhilesh Yadav rushed and jumped the gun. While attacking a particular community, Samajwadi Party chief launched a personal attack on a reputed Hindu leader, Dhirendra Krishna Shastri.
कई कथावाचक हैं जो 50 लाख रुपए लेते हैं। कोई किसी की हैसियत है कि धीरेन्द्र शास्त्री को बुला ले अपने घर कथा के लिए? कोई अंडर टेबल लेगा वो बाबा पैसे? आप पता करवा लीजिए, अंडर टेबल नहीं लेते हैं वो धीरेन्द्र शास्त्री क्या?
Popularly known as Baba Bageshwar, the Hindu leader has been a prominent figure who even launched a 160-kilometer yatra to unite Hindus.
सामाजिक समरसता के लिए, सबको एक करने के लिए बेझिझक इस प्रकार की व्यवस्था होनी चाहिए। जब हम हिंदू ही बना रहे हैं तो फिर कौन इसमें दलित बच रहा, कौन इसमें पिछड़ा बच रहा? जब हम ये मैटर ही खत्म कर रहे हैं तो फिर तो सबको मिलना चाहिए अधिकार। और वर्तमान में ऐसा अधिकार सब जगह होना प्रारंभ भी हो गया है। देश में अब ना कोई दलित है, ना कोई पिछड़ा है, ना कोई बिछड़ा है, ना कोई ब्राह्मण है। जब सब हिंदू हैं तो हिंदू ही मंदिर का पुजारी है।
Time and again, Dhirendra Shastri has advocated for the unity of Hindus while simultaneously opposing the caste system.
एक ही उपाय है समृद्ध भारत के लिए, भाषावाद, क्षेत्रवाद, जातिवाद से ऊपर उठकर राष्ट्रवाद के लिए प्रत्येक भारतीय प्रणबद्ध होकर के जिस दिन कार्य करने लगेगा उस दिन भारत।
On the contrary, Akhilesh Yadav tried to give the Etawah incident an attack on Yadav's by Brahmins twist.
वहाँ के लोगों ने बोला हमारी आपकी सबकी जिम्मेदारी ये है कि अपमान जिसका हो, अपमान नहीं होना चाहिए, चुटिया नहीं करनी चाहिए और पेशाब से स्वच्छ नहीं करना चाहिए। कोई भी सब व्यक्ति, कोई भी जिसको समाज के प्रति लगाव है, वो कभी भी इस तरह के काम नहीं कर सकता है।
BJP has called out Indi over their frequent anti-Sanatan stand. Continuing with the Indi politics of appeasement, on the other hand, Akhilesh's Indi ally Tejasvi Yadav is using Waqf bill as an issue, both as a prep and a prop for the upcoming Bihar elections later this year. The Ajari leader is backing Waqf and calling for dumping the act once Mahagathbandhan comes to power.
जब इस बिल को पास कराया गया, हमारी पार्टी राष्ट्रीय जनता दल सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी गई है इस बिल के खिलाफ, इस कानून के खिलाफ। चाहे सदन हो, सड़क हो, न्यायालय हो, हम हर जगह जो है इस लड़ाई को लड़ने का काम करेंगे।
Unity on Waqf and anti-Sanatan has become the binding factor of the opposition.
राजद और सपा का समाजवाद कतई समाजवाद नहीं कहा जा सकता, जिसे आजकल सोशल मीडिया में इस प्रकार का एक वर्ड यूज होता है कि नमाजवाद कहा जाए तो अतिशयोक्ति न होगी।
How far can Indi bloc use appeasement crutches? How far can Indi bloc go in insulting Sanatan and Hindu leaders?
We have two sides tonight. On the one side, we have Shantanu Gupta, author and a pro-RSS voice from Gorakhpur tonight. Sadhvi Jayabharti is joining us, well-known Hindu scholar, and Sushil Pandit, prominent Hindu voice and political analyst. Gaurav Chachra is spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Advocate Mujibur Rahman Tabligh is spokesperson and advocate of the Tablighi Jamaat. And Atikur Rahman is an Islamic scholar. Thank you very much. Now, Gaurav Chachra ji, why don't you start? Itni insecurity hai. You see the insecurity of Shantanu, the insecurity of Akhilesh. Akhilesh knows that first of all, here is a Gen X leader, young leader, religious leader, but huge following. इनको पैसे नहीं देते लगते लोगों को बुलाने के लिए, unlike आपके नेता को जैसे पैसे देके बस में लोगों को लाना पड़ता है. तो and he is half the age of Akhilesh. He's a Gen X leader. आपके लीडर Gen X leader नहीं है, थे किसी जमाने में. So Gaurav Chachra, I want to ask you, why is Akhilesh so insecure of Dhirendra Shastri? Dhirendra Shastri is a very popular man. He's fighting caste, and let me tell you, I predict today Dhirendra Shastri will win. Akhilesh Yadav will lose. Because these are two different philosophies. Akhilesh wants casteism. Dhirendra Shastri wants to remove the element of caste. Eliminate caste. Dhirendra Shastri will win, Akhilesh will lose. But why is he insecure of Dhirendra Shastri? Personal attack क्यों कर रहे हैं उन पे? पैसे लेके कथा करते हैं. आपने आपके पास कोई प्रूफ है पैसे लेके कथा करते हैं? आप किसी मुस्लिम फिगर के बारे में ऐसे बात करेंगे? हिम्मत है किसी मुस्लिम फिगर के बारे में आप ऐसी बात करेंगे? आप बागेश्वर धाम के धीरेन्द्र शास्त्री जी के बारे में बोलेंगे? आप किसी और के बारे में बोलेंगे? आप तबलीगी जमात के बारे में बोलेंगे? नहीं, आपको वोट चाहिए, मुस्लिम वोट चाहिए. इसलिए आपको एंटी हिंदू लाइन लेना है, हर बार एंटी हिंदू लाइन, हर चीज पे एंटी हिंदू. यू मस्ट रिमेंबर दैट मिलियंस ऑफ पीपल फॉलो धीरेन्द्र शास्त्री. बहुत कम उम्र के हैं मगर उनकी बहुत फॉलोइंग है. कोई हक नहीं बनता आपका कि इस तरह की बात कर सके. Am I right, साध्वी जया भारती? You may not like him, but you cannot abuse him just because he wears saffron and he is fighting for the Hindu unity. आपको क्या थ्रेट है? आपको मुस्लिम यूनिटी करिए, आप कराइए. आपको मुस्लिम यूनिटी करानी है, आप करिए.
देखिए,
मगर आप जो हिंदू यूनिटी के लिए, साध्वी जया भारती, those who are fighting for Hindu unity cannot be abused. We must speak up for them. साध्वी जया भारती,
भारतीय जनता पार्टी की जरा सेट करना बंद करिए.
एक मिनट, साध्वी जया भारती प्लीज. साध्वी जया भारती,
एक जनता का जननायक है, पीडीए जननायक है, और एक तरफ एक कथावाचक है. आप उनसे दोनों से कंपेयर करना बंद करिए. रही बात 50 लाख,
What जननायक? Who's जननायक? What are you talking about? This, see, gentlemen, one thing let me be very clear about, that had your Akhilesh had been a genuine leader, he would have called out the, outright denial card. He's a playing fascist card. All you want to do is, you're not doing Muslim favor. You know that Muslims are united, but you want to polarize them in favor of you because you have nothing for anybody. They're not Muslims, and the only card you play, stay relevant, is to polarize. That's all. And the problem is, the most unfortunate issue here is that you people don't realize that this card has already failed long back. आप expired चीज को चलाए जा रहे हैं. Your game has expired. When will you realize? Ram Mandir is there. You see the unity of you're in your own Uttar Pradesh, and you people are objecting Ram Mandir. People objected to you. People objected to everything. The incident what happened was the unfortunate, but he has said right. But you just call this incident wrong. You played the face expired.
I'll have to get the audio fix. Gaurav, just wait a minute. Gaurav, just wait a minute. Gaurav, wait a minute. Both can't speak together. Gaurav, listen. Please listen to me. First of all, I'll tell you one thing. This is a mistake done by Akhilesh Yadav to attack Dhirendra Shastri just because, why he is attacking him. Let me tell you why he is attacking him. After all, many people asking, let's put their pictures on the right hand side this collage so that people have a good visual reference to what we are talking about. Why is Akhilesh attacking Dhirendra Shastri? Because Dhirendra Shastri is carrying out a Hindu Jodo Yatra. Simple. और हिंदू जुड़ गए तो इनकी पार्टी खत्म है.
नैरेटिव सेट करना, प्लीज एक्सक्यूज. ये इट्स जस्ट एग्जांपल. कि धीरेन्द्र शास्त्री जैसे बड़े कथावाचकों को एक गरीब आदमी नहीं बुला सकता है। गांव में गरीब आदमी अपने घर में बुला सकता है।
वो बुलाते नहीं है, वो खुद गरीब आदमियों को बुला देते हैं। उन्हें गरीब आदमी को बुलाने की जरूरत नहीं है, गरीब आदमियों को वो खुद बुला लेते हैं, गरीबियों के लिए कि वो कैंसर हॉस्पिटल बना रहे हैं, गरीब लड़कियों की वो शादी करते हैं। ठीक है, तो आपको अगर गरीबों से तो रेलेवेंट
एक मिनट, I'll just audio track will get mixed up. Gaurav Chachra, one minute. Gaurav, can you be quiet? I'm talking to you. Please, 1 minute. गौरव, याद रखिए, और हमारे साथ सुशील पंडित भी है, कि गरीबों के नाम पर, गरीबों का नाम लेते 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 आप लोग बहुत अमीर बन गए।
अच्छा,
गरीब, अमीरों की गरीब वाली पॉलिटिक्स। एक मिनट मेरी बात सुनिए। अखिलेश जैसे सुपर अमीर लोगों के लिए गरीब वाली पॉलिटिक्स। दूसरी बात कि अगर आप समझे तो साईफाई महोत्सव में जहां पे सरकारी पैसा जाता है 334 करोड़ रुपए लेकर आपने सलमान खान से जो डांस करवाया, तो सलमान फ्री पे आए क्या? सलमान खान को कितने पैसे दिए आपने? सलमान खान को कितने पैसे दिए थे? सलमान खान को कितने पैसे दिए गए थे? पूछता है भारत। हाउ मच मनी डिड यू गिव सलमान खान? गरीबों के लिए लाए थे सलमान खान को आप। गरीबों के लिए लाए थे सलमान खान को आप। गरीबों के लिए लाए थे सलमान खान को नचाने।
सम्मान देने का काम
आप सलमान खान को नचाने के लिए गरीबों के लिए लाए थे।
करने का काम किया है। कभी पेशाब डाल दिया जाता है।
नहीं, गरीबों के लिए सलमान खान को साईफाई फेस्टिवल में पैसे देकर लाए थे कि फ्री में लाए थे?
तो घर को आपने गंगा जल से धुलवा दिया। आप क्या?
नहीं, प्रोवोकेशन किसी की नहीं हो रही है। डोंट ट्राई टू प्रोवोक पीपल, नोबडी इज गोइंग टू गेट प्रोवोक। आप किसी को भड़का नहीं पाएंगे। आप फेल हो चुके, उसमें भी आप फेल है।
खुद पे आते हैं, आप भी जाति जनगणना,
आप उसमें भी फेल है गौरव।
हमारे नेता माननीय राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जी ने जाति जनगणना, उसमें
भी आप फेल है।
आजकल जो महंगाई, भ्रष्टाचार, जो कानून व्यवस्था खराब पड़ी।
चाचा जी थोड़ा सांस लीजिए, पानी पीजिए। आपको कुछ याद दिलाना चाहता हूँ। आपने गरीबों की बात की ना, उस पर आपको कुछ याद दिलाना चाहता हूँ।
आज तरफ से इतनी ज्यादा
आप ही की सरकार थी, आप ही की सरकार थी, और आपने ये नीति बनाई। सुनिए, समाजवादी सरकार ने एक नीति बनाई। अर्नब, आई वांट सम क्वाइट मोमेंट टू
let him finish. Let him finish.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जवाब,
okay, let him speak.
24 में चुनाव देख लिया।
गौरव, louder please, गौरव।
हार हुई। भारतीय जनता पार्टी को बैसाखी पे लाने का काम किया अगर किसी ने, तो समाजवादी पार्टी ने किया। वो इसलिए किया क्योंकि उत्तर प्रदेश की देवतुल जनता समाजवादी पार्टी के साथ थी। और आगे जो चुनाव 2027 का आ रहा है, उसमें देख लीजिएगा समाजवादी पार्टी की पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार होगी और पीडीए का उद्धार होगा। पीडीए के हक की लड़ाई में उनको सम्मान देने का काम हम लोग करेंगे।
अच्छा, सलमान खान को कितना पैसा दिया था साईफाई में डांस करने के लिए?
गोरखपुर महोत्सव में योगी जी ने कितना पैसा दिया?
साईफाई में कितना पैसा दिया था सलमान खान को डांस करने के लिए? गरीबों के लिए किया था।
उस पे बात मत करिए।
गरीबों के लिए किया था।
अच्छा, काम कर रहे हैं।
ओके, 1 मिनट। सम्मान, गरीबों को सम्मान देने के लिए सलमान खान को ले आए थे।
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर दिया, HCL दिया, सैमसंग दी, लोगों को रोजगार दिया, नौकरियां दी।
चलिए, the fight tonight is between two persons, Akhilesh Yadav and Bageshwar Baba, यानी कि आचार्य धीरेन्द्र शास्त्री. What is this fight about? Sushil will now take on this debate, ladies and gentlemen. Sushil will take on anybody from the other side. कोई भी चाहे बोल सकते हैं. तबलीग की जमात के मुजीबुर रहमान तबलीग बोल सकते हैं, आतिकुर रहमान और मुफ्ती मंजूर जियाई. Two things have happened today. One, they are fighting with Baba Bageshwar Baba, who is fighting for Hindu unity, and they're also joining hands behind the Waqf. So back to the same square one of Indian politics. Sushil, why is Akhilesh fighting Acharya Dhirendra Shastri? What is the purpose in your view?
Thank you, Arnab, for giving me this opportunity. It is very clear. बहुत साफ है, Arnab. आपसे किसी अन्य की लोकप्रियता अपने ही प्रदेश में देखी नहीं जाती. You just can't stomach somebody else becoming popular, drawing crowds, listening to you intently. That is the problem. What is the track record of those?
Are you saying he's jealous of? Are you saying he's jealous of Dhirendra Shastri?
Absolutely.
Akhilesh is jealous of Dhirendra Shastri, says Sushil Pandit.
Yes. Number one. Number
that
two,
is true for your.
Imagine the allegation, 50 lakhs under the table. Now, let me give you some track record of this gentleman. His party formed a policy that all chief ministers of UP will get to retain their official bungalow for life. For life on Kalidas Marg. This was open loot of public property. When Supreme Court said it was illegal, imagine what they did. They brought a law to legalize it. Then Supreme Court had to strike down that law as bad precedent. And he had to vacate, and while vacating, totally उखाड़ के ले गए. The water taps in that house had to be taken out, yanked out by him. This is the track record of Akhilesh Yadav. He and his father had a disproportionate asset case by CBI under a UPA government.
Mind your language.
That is the track record.
What he said? He said, mind your tongue. He said, mind your tongue. Samajwadi Party spokesperson saying to Sushil Yadav, mind your tongue.
मंत्री ने माफी मांगी नहीं मांगी इस बात पे? भूल गया? आप अपने माफी मांगी से भी ऊपर समझ रहे हैं?
किसने माफी मांगी? आप सरकारी बंगले हथियाएंगे, उसके लिए कानून बना करके सरकारी बंगले हथियाएंगे, टोटियां चुराएंगे और सीबीआई का केस आप फेस करेंगे कि आपके पास आय से अधिक संपत्ति है.
गौरव चाचा लाउड है. गौरव
आय से अधिक संपत्ति का कौन सा व्यापार
से बढ़ के आ जाते भैया बोलने लग गए हैं. भारतीय जनता पार्टी के एजेंट बनना बंद करिए. आप जनता को गुमराह करना बंद करिए. मुद्दे भी बात पे आइए. महंगाई बेरोजगारी आप लोग को नजर नहीं आ रही है.
एक मिनट मुद्दे पे आता हूँ. मुद्दे पे आऊँ. One second. Sushil 1 minute. Don't engage. Just give me a moment. Sushil मुद्दे पे आऊँ कि नहीं आऊँ? आप पहले उंगली ऐसे अप डाउन मत कीजिए. कसरत कुछ और कर रहे हैं आप. मेरी बात सुनिए. I want everybody on. आपने कहा मुद्दे पे आना चाहिए. मैं मुद्दे पे आना चाहता हूँ. और मुद्दा क्या है? मुद्दा है पैसा. आपके नेता जो जेलस है, योर नेता अखिलेश हु इज जेलस ऑफ बागेश्वर बाबा. ईर्ष्या बहुत बड़ी चीज होती है. जेलसी. इनके पास इतने फॉलोअर्स क्यों है? मेरे पास कोई नहीं आता. मेरे को तो बस में पैसे देके लोगों को लाना पड़ता है.
एक नेता की आप कथावाचक बाबा से कंपेयर कर रहे हैं.
मैं आपको बोला कथावाचक बहुत ऊंची. मैं तो हर कथावाचक, हर रिलीजियस फिगर को हमारी संस्कृति में नेता से बहुत बड़ा मानते हैं. हम रिलीजियस फिगर्स, वी टच द फीट ऑफ रिलीजियस लीडर्स, नॉट द वी डोंट टच द फीट ऑफ पॉलिटिशियंस. आप जैसे पॉलिटिशियंस बहुत है, रिलीजियस लीडर्स बहुत कम है. मैं तो हमारे देश के जितने आध्यात्मिक गुरु है सबको मानता हूँ. मैं उनको रिस्पेक्ट देता हूूँ. मैं नेताओं को उतनी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं देता.
सबका सम्मान करते हैं.
तो मैं करता हूँ. आपको भी करना चाहिए. आप हिंदू लीडर्स के खिलाफ क्यों हैं?
मैं एड्रेस भेज देता हूँ. मेरे घर में कलकत्ता करा दीजिए फ्री में.
मैं इधर मैं आपका प्रॉपर्टी डीलर नहीं हूँ. ठीक तरीके से बात कीजिए. नाउ लिसन टू मी 1 minute. माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द इशू इज मनी. शांतनु, तो इन्होंने बोला कि जो धीरेन्द्र शास्त्री बागेश्वर बाबा है अंडर द टेबल पैसा लेते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इनको पता होना चाहिए. अगर कभी जाए इनकी कथा में देखें कितने लाखों लोग एक साथ बैठते हैं शांतिपूर्वक तरीके से, यू नो, एंड एवरीबडी सिट्स देयर, दे प्रे टुगेदर, दे लिसन टू हिम टुगेदर, दे फॉलो हिम टुगेदर. नाउ पैसों की बात जब हो रही है शांतनु, तो पैसों की बात हो जाए, है ना, तो मैं इनको पूछता हूं कि गरीबों का लूट जो हुआ है वक्फ के नाम पर, कि वहां पे 9 लाख प्रॉपर्टी है, इसकी एस्टिमेटेड वैल्यू 2 लाख या कई लोग कहते हैं 10 लाख करोड़ की रेवेन्यू कलेक्शन होनी चाहिए, ये दिखाते हैं 165 करोड़, यानी कि करीब 10 लाख करोड़ मिसिंग है। ये जो लूट है 10 लाख करोड़ का लूट है, कभी अखिलेश यादव ने पूछा है क्या कि 10 लाख करोड़ कहाँ गया? 10 लाख करोड़ की लूट कहाँ गई? हिम्मत नहीं है इनकी, ज्यादा बोलेंगे तो ये सारे लोग इनको बंद करा देंगे, तबलीगी जमात वाले।
During the Kumbh Mela, during the Kumbh Mela 2025, I got the chance to meet Baba Bageshwar Dham Dhiren Shastri Ji in Chidanand Muni's ashram, and the kind of following he has. Oh my God! Like it was a chilly time in January, early January, and the house was full, the hall was full, more people are coming in, and I'll request and suggest, give advice to Akhilesh Yadav ji, just go to Chhatarpur one. Chhatarpur is a district in Madhya Pradesh where Baba Bageshwar Dham has this thing. Just go there. Oh my God, it's like millions and millions of people just to hear his Hanuman Katha. Just see him. Even on a modern tool, Instagram, he has 1 million more followers than Akhilesh Yadav. Can you imagine that? Even in a modern tool like Instagram, a sannyasi has a more follower than so-called modern educated whose children are studying in London. That kind of Akhilesh Yadav, who is being a chief minister once, he has less follower even on Instagram. And as you rightly said, if Dhiren Shastri go to any town in India, even if they don't understand Hindi, lakhs and lakhs of people will gather, where Akhilesh Yadav has to manage crowds through buses and his resources. I think that's the problem. That's the problem. And their ideologies are very different. Akhilesh Yadav is saying, Jaat batao, Jaat mein bato. He's saying, okay, no differences in India. Based on Jativad, based on Kshetravad, based on entity. Only thing, jo garib hai, usko government will incentivize. Government will give